If you're fighting more frequently with your spouse than you used to, I have the perfect recipe. I want you to make my bacon wrapped dates. And I have with me my husband here.
Hi.
And he's going to help me make this recipe because this is actually something that him and I are struggling with right now.
Yep.
We are fighting a lot more frequently and we don't know what that's about. And so this recipe is going to reveal to us what it is we're fighting about, and then we can then work through what it is to how to fix it.
Right.
So the first step of this is really easy to make, and I want you to be able to make this at home. So the first step is actually cutting your bacon into strips, so little small strips, and then you're actually going to physically wrap them around your date just like this, and you're going to take a toothpick, stick it in there so it, stays secure and doesn't fall off. And then you're going to bake it in a 425-degree oven for about 20 minutes or so until it gets nice and crispy.
Great.
And so during this recipe, we're going to do two things. The first thing is we are going to be honest with each other about what we think is going on, and then we're going to ask each other a really big question. And in the hopes of after we're done with this exercise and these dates are cooking, we will know what's going on, what the problem is. So the first step is cutting the bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the bacon. And while I'm doing this, I want you to be honest with me about what you think is going on.
Okay. And by the way, remember, she said bacon.
We love bacon.
We love bacon. Right. So I feel like when I come home from work, you're angry and upset, and I feel like it's because you resent the fact that I was able to leave the house for the day.
And I, being honest with you, I feel like I know that. I know I've been snapping at you, and I know that there is a part of me that actually is resentful of you that you do get to leave. I'm working a lot, with our daughter most of the time during the day, but then I'm working full time, and a part of me is resentful that you get to leave, and yeah, so I agree with you. So now that we've been honest with each other, now we're going to get these ready to go into the oven, and we're going to ask each other that big question. So I want to ask you the big question of what is it that you think I can do to make you happy?
I think it's really small stuff. Like, I feel like when I come home, I'm not expecting, like 3-course meal made or the welcome home or the welcome home committee parade or anything. It's just, I would love to see you happy and see you excited that I was home and
well, I know that, but a part of me is actually feeling really insecure about our relationship, and I think that's coming through also because I'm not feeling connected to you. We're both so stressed. We both have so much going on.
Right.
It's hard for me to be excited when you come home because I'm thinking about 100 other things. So you're right. I need to obviously be more in the moment and be more aware of how I'm reacting to you and give that to you.
Okay.
So what's your big question?
Well, so my big question that after hearing all that is, if you are feeling insecure, what can I do to make you feel less insecure or not insecure at all?
I think doing stuff like this, I think talking about it, I think is helpful. Just like you want to be acknowledged at the end of the day, I want to be acknowledged too for all the stuff that I do. And just say, hey, you look good. It's good to see you. How was your day? That kind of thing.
Okay.
Because it's obvious to me that we're not communicating.
Right.
Obviously.
Right. Obviously.
So, as you can see, so we finished making our recipe. He's gonna put these in the oven right now.
Here we go.
And it's obvious to me that that's actually our big problem is we're not communicating. And because we're not communicating, I'm feeling insecure and he's feeling angry, and those two things don't mix. So when you're making this recipe at home, I want you to follow those two steps. I want you to be open and honest and aware of how you're feeling, and share that with your partner, and then ask him or her a big question. That's how you're gonna get to the root of the problem of what's really going on.